Hi, and welcome to this live stream. For people watching this in the future, there will be a timestamp of when the video actually starts inside of the description as well as inside of the comments. But for now, the future is not the future right now. Right now is the present. Um, Man, where is that thing? I can't find it. This takes a while for me to go set this up. Oh man. Like you would think after like dozens of you know, live streams, uh I would already get this stuff down, right? But no, it you're always learning and relearning stuff that you were supposed to actually learn. Um, Getting things set up. Okay, what do I do? What do I do? Now we're gonna go here, and here is the unlisted video. I have to check that on my mobile phone. How is the thing? Drop frames is less than 10%. That's good. It's actually less than 5%. Okay, check that out. And okay. And then go here. It's working there as well. Okay. Whew. Okay. Um. We are now public. Okay. And close that. Close that. And yeah, so it's time to begin the live stream. My gosh. Okay. In the comments, let me know if there's any audio problems, because that tends to happen. So yeah, the live stream is now officially started. I'm not exactly sure how long this is going to be. Probably another hour, maybe 30 minutes. I don't really know, but we will see. And something that I've been noticing about myself is, you know, like when it comes to these live streams, they're actually becoming a lot more frequent relative to actually uploading videos. And, you know, to be honest, in my personal opinion and in my experience, I actually like live streaming a lot more, much more so than editing footage and trimming down stuff, which that time could be used in, you know, just creating other content. But where's my comments section? I can't find it. Here it is. It's right there. Okay. Yeah, so this is part 2 of exploring Project Revive. I have a few things right here. Why am I making a part 2? The reason why is because the first part, after the live stream, I discovered some things that were told to me by my Discord team that I did not know about. For example, like I knew about the Fusion Mount Blackhead, but I didn't know that you can actually access it inside of the actual Project Revive files. Hold on, let me go check the audio again. Okay, good. Okay, good. It's not echoing. But yeah, so there's this thing called Fusion Mount Blackhead. There's this thing called the Eva Beta Island, and there's some stuff that there's some unintended stuff that Devin left that he did not intend, such as, for example, going around the Providence building as well as going inside the containers inside of the Providence building. So I'm gonna start off the video with how to actually download the files. So like, you know, the download file, it's inside of the description. It's this thing right here. It's 20.75 megabytes. However, you also need WinRAR or 7-zip for yourself to actually extract the file. So it's either English 32-bit, English 64-bit, or whatever your native language is. The reason why I'm bringing up WinRAR is because I was having a little incident with someone on the Discord server, and they were asking, they were saying it only shows demo1.rar but not other 3. So I sent the RAR thing, and this is what Asuka got. That's what happens if you don't have WinRAR or 7-zip. Once you have that, you'll be able to go and do that. So I talked about that. What is Project Revive, and link to video and comments. Yeah, so I'll just touch this very, very briefly. Project Revive is a project that Devin was something that Devin and a few other people did, and which led to the precursor of FusionFall Retro and for FusionFall Legacy. There's this interesting thread here made by Popperworks back in 2017. It's very in depth. I could probably make a video about this. This thread alone, a little mini video of like 30 minutes. But yeah, it's a very interesting read, but the too long did not read is that it's the precursor to Retro and Legacy. Next thing is the thing that people is the thumbnail. Mount Blackhead, changing files second, and Ben Button Coyote photos. So yeah, so once you have the files, open it up on WinRAR. You don't even have to go extract it, and you have to. This is what you're gonna go see, and you go to required data, and you go see public demo1.exe. You load that, and unfortunately, you know, I can't Hello and welcome to the live stream. Unfortunately, I can't full screen this, so I might as well just leave the universal guide for the background. And again, let me know if there's any audio difficulties. So something I would have to give credit for this would have to be Mac. Mac is someone that is inside of the Discord server who has taught me a lot of these things that I did not know, and a lot of secrets that Devin did not know himself. Some unintended design. So, if you go here, you're inside of the Providence building, but this is something that I'm going to go show last. And in the first video, I was I was wondering if it's actually possible to go get inside of these containers. And the answer is yes. And inside of this live stream, I'm going to go show you how to go do that. And again, I'm just showing you this video because it's going to be important after. It's going to be very relevant to the Mount Blackhead thing. So how do you get to Mount Blackhead? Yeah, so you see these scampers there, right? In the first live stream, I noticed that there was only 3 scampers, or 4 if you count the one that's flying in the sky. However, there's actually a very hidden Easter egg here, something that you won't be able to go find if you were to explore this map the traditional way. Now, how do you get there? Now, this part is actually very difficult to do, in my opinion. So again, for people that are playing this for the first time, you're going to realize that the controls are very janky, very, very weird. And it looks like I got stuck. So, oh no, I did not get stuck. There was just a invisible wall right there. So you're gonna go climb up here. You're gonna climb up to that tree area. Okay, and then you're gonna. This part is kind of tricky. So you're gonna have to make sure you'll be able to make this jump. And as you can see, I did not make that jump. And fortunately, something that I did not know from the first live stream is that you can actually reset. You don't have to relaunch the program every single time. You just press the R key on your keyboard, and you're just sent directly to the Resurrectum, which is very odd because it says right here inside of like the README it has your controls, right? But it never mentions the R key actually being used as the reset button. This is something that I could have definitely used in the first live stream. So we're gonna try this again, and this is kind of like the pros and cons of doing a live stream. Like one of the cons is that you're gonna have to go see me struggle actually getting there. And if this was to serve a recording, I would just cut to the part where I finally managed to go do it. Okay, so we're gonna try this again, and yeah, we can't. We're gonna try this again. We're gonna try this again. One of the cons of live streaming is this, but that's okay. Longer videos means more watch time, so why not try this again? And now, if you're struggling with actually doing this, because it's actually, in my opinion, quite hard. You're gonna have to do this a few times. There's gonna be some naturals who can get it the first time. Okay, I can't move. Okay, there we go. Here we go. Oh, and there we go. There we go. So I got kind of lucky there. Now the next thing that you're gonna have to go do is you're gonna go jump here. Then after that, now you see these 3 scampers, right? You thought there was 3, but the reality is that there's actually so many of them. Now, if you're an explorer, oh, that's really cool. You've managed. There's actually more than just 3 scampers, right? But there's actually more to it than that. So if you're just touch these scampers, I forgot which one is which one it does it. Not this one. So it's not one of these 3, but one of these in the back gives you a very nice Easter egg, which is that scamper right there. So it leads you directly to. Hey, how's it going? Fun fact, you can use the arrow keys and that someone makes playing easier. Yes, this is really cool. This is Fusion Mount Blackhead. I know, which is really odd, because And I'm really thankful that people in the comments as well as in the Discord server told me about this. So this is my first time actually exploring this, so my reactions are going to be the first time. This is really cool. So let me know if the audio is echoing. Here's the Resurrectum. So if you press the R key, you just get sent back over there. I'm not sure what other interesting secrets this place actually has. This is Fusion Mount Blackhead, guys. It's super duper cool. And if you can remember in... Oh! Okay, as you can see, here I am with the fusion matter, right? But if you can remember in the first live stream... Oh! Oh, wow! Oh, okay. Alright. But if you can remember in the first live stream, I noticed that there was no actual planet fusion. But if you were to go here, you can actually see a very, very massive planet fusion. And something to actually notice here is that the quality of this photo is actually a lot higher. The resolution of this photo is a lot higher because relative to like what we have in OG, relative to what we have in the original game and relative to what we have in FusionFall Retro, the quality here is good. Whereas in Retro and the OG, you can tell like it's been compressed. So this is really cool. There's a lot of exploration here, a lot of stuff to actually kind of ponder. The magic tree is not here. I wonder why is it gone? What happened to the magic tree? And it makes me kind of wonder, is this what, because in the OG FusionFall, the dev stated like there's a policy that players cannot die, or that that Cartoon Network characters cannot die. There's a no death policy. So it makes me wonder, like, is this what those other areas look like? Is this like what Forsaken Valley looks like? Is this what Foster's Home looks like? That is just completely broken. And something to also kind of speculate, since we're now exploring this in the distant future. Is this something? Because like, you know, like there's been teasers that there's a peanut butter buttercup in the future. It makes me kind of wonder if we're gonna go explore the future for, like, I don't know, Time Squad Update Part 2. Something to kind of wonder. So this fusion matter here, it's not real. It's not real. And oh, that's really cool. You can see the planes right there. There's a lot of stuff to go actually explore here. Oh, there's a wow, there's a, oh, let's go fall over there. Oh. Wait. Oh, I didn't know that. So if you were to fall there, you actually just get sent back. Okay, so this is the part that I'm gonna go teach you, and this is something that my dear friend Budding Coyote has taught me. Here's a photo of him doing that. I was asking him on Discord. He just stated, you can access Mount Blackhead easier if you just change the number of the files. The ones called level 0 and level 1 swap their names, and when you enter the Dex Lab, you will be teleported to Mount Blackhead. So something really cool. Yeah, what happened to Ed, the Magic Tree, Bob, Mac, Coco, Wally, and Cookie in the future version of Mount Blackhead? That's a good question. My answer to that is I don't know. I can just probably speculate, and since in the original game there's a policy that Cartoon Networks can't die, they're just somewhere in the far future in hiding. They're not dead, but it's kind of a wonder where exactly they are. So hopefully Ben will watch this in the future. He actually watched the first one and he told me about the whole Fusion Mount Blackhead kind of thing. So this is what I'm going to go teach you. Here's downloads, and here is the file, right? So you're going to go and just extract this here. And oh, this is from a long time ago. Project Revive, and I'm just gonna go put this here. And so this is what Ben stated. So you're gonna go inside of a required data, and then you're gonna go inside a public demo 1_data. And as you can see here, we have level 0 and level 1. So level 0 is basically the Providence building, whereas level 1 would have to be the entrance into Fusion Mount Blackhead. So something really cool that I didn't know about after the first live stream. So you're gonna change this to level 0, but the problem when you do that is that you're gonna see this. Do you want to rename level 1 to level 02? Don't do that. So what you're gonna have to do instead is you're gonna have to press no. I mean, there's so many ways you can do this. So here's level 0. All right, I'm gonna do this, and now it's outside of that. I'm gonna name this level from level 1 to level 0, and I'm gonna name level 0, the one inside of the Providence building, into level 1. And what this does is that you actually become a real hacker, and something really cool. So massive credits to Ben Budd and Coyote for teaching me this. Hopefully I can get this correct. And instead of the traditional way of you going around on top of this building and jumping over here, I mean, there is another alternative way. There's one way where you can just try and do this. Try and do this multiple times. Let's see, can we look kind of like that, where you try and take advantage of like the jumping, kind of right there, kind of like that. But it's very hard to actually do that consistently. I much rather prefer going there. So anyways, we renamed the files, right? So if you're to go here, you get to go actually see, and my favorite YouTuber is back online. Thank you so much. You actually get to go back to this place. So it makes you kind of wonder, if you were to go jump in here, what would happen? Oh, you get sent back to Providence. You get sent back to outside, and you get sent back into Mount Blackhead. So future. Oh, okay. But something that I'm kind of curious about would have to be if we swap the files, right? If we swap the files, if we were to go back here again, would the scamper then lead you into the Providence building, and that would become its own Easter egg? There's BMO at the demo icon, yeah. And hello, Dexter. Yeah, Dexter in the comments after the first live stream, he told me about the whole Fusion Mount Blackhead thing. So props to him for telling me about that. So again, it makes you kind of wonder, if you change the files, and if you're to come back here, would you go inside of the Providence building? Oh, okay. We'll try this again. Let's see, try this again. And I remember someone inside of the Discord server, they actually gave me a link for like where the soundtrack came from. I think it comes from like Regular Show. If someone that's watching the live stream can go back inside of like the message log history and see, because someone told me the origin of the soundtrack. It's kind of difficult. Maybe try and run. No, okay. Try this again. If I can't get it the third time, it's okay. Maybe you guys can try and explore. Again, this is kind of like one of the disadvantages of live streaming. You're gonna have to go see me do this. Whereas like if it's a recording in post, in editing, I can just cut this part off. Okay, try this again. I'm not exactly sure what spot I could go to do the jump. Oh, here we. Oh, okay. It doesn't matter. Okay, we're just gonna go back inside of. Actually, no. I'm really curious. I want to know because this is something that I was told about, but I really want to try and confirm if this is actually the case. We're gonna try this one more time, and if I fall one more time, we're gonna try one more time, and that would be like our 5th attempt, and then we like give up because like we need to move on into something else. Yeah, this is really difficult. Oh my gosh. Okay, one more time, and then we're gonna go move. This is gonna be our 5th attempt, and it's harder than it looks because the controls are very janky, and like the physics of this game is not what Retro's physics are. It's very, very, very clumsy. How about if I were to jump from here? No, that does nothing. Okay, it doesn't matter. Maybe something you guys can do in the future by yourself. But anyways, when you swap the files, you just get sent back here, and you know, I remember I was seeing that there was actually, you know, there was a bridge here, right? That bridge is there. If you go jump to the lake, you just immediately get teleported. But something that I'm also kind of curious about is, like, if you were to go here, will you get teleported immediately the moment you touch this? Or is there like a, oh yeah, the moment that you touch this, you get kicked out. Okay. All right. So I see like an invisible wall right there. That you see that line? That's kind of like the boundaries of the game. Really super duper cool. And again, this is something that Devin made when he was a teenager, guys. This is so cool. And something to also kind of consider about is, like, it kind of gives you a different perspective. Like, as you can see, right? We're under fusion matter, so like inside of retro, is the body of water, the body of fusion matter, just like a solid object that prevents you from going to the actual bottom? Because, you know, the physics of video games is very different to the physics of real life. But yeah, something to really appreciate would be Planet Fusion being a much higher quality. You could try and explore this as well. And again, someone brought up earlier in the live stream, like, what happened to number 3? What happened to number 4? What happened to all of the NPCs here? Where is Prince King Morbucks? Where is the magic tree? It's been completely it's been completely removed by this giant terra fuser. This is where, if I can remember, this is where like the crock pot is. This is where Prince King Morbucks used to be before like the banking was done. This is where like Bob Ganus is now playing. But yeah, there's some interesting stuff here. And I was asking my friends, yeah, where is the magic tree? Something to really ask. Where did he go? You know? Something to kind of wonder is, like, is it possible for yourself to go on these trees? The answer is probably. You probably can, but it would, you know, it would take me a long time to just get on here. You probably can actually get on here. Now, can you, like, okay, I remember, like, this is where like the banks are located. I remember this is where like the Monkey Skyway agent is located. I remember that's where the scamper right there is located. I like how these things right here, what are these giant green structures called? Like, there was never any actual explanation to what this thing is, you know? And if you can remember, if you just go back here, I remember seeing like a teleportation pad. There is a storyline line of quest near the end where Fuse tries to sap power from the magical tree's root, so that could be the explanation. Oh, that might be a brilliant explanation. I vaguely remember that. I think this is something that you would have to do in your early teen levels when you're first introduced to like Mount Blackhead, and like one of Fuse's plans was to infect like the really twisted forest, that river. And, you know, like everything is connected to the magic tree, and this is perhaps a future where if the hero did not go back into the past, the hero would have not been able to prevent that from happening, and thus the magic tree, and thus the entire Cartoon Network world would have been, you know, devastated. But yeah, let's just go back here. Again, the physics are very, very, very janky. This is something that I would definitely recommend you guys to go try out. The download link is inside of the description. Just watching me do this, it's not enough. It's a different experience when you can just explore the place. Oh, and there is the thing right there. Why is that there? Did Devin just randomly put that there, or is this like a trap for people who just, you know, you just get sent there? Okay, so that's pretty much all there is for the Fuse on Mount Blackhead, unless people, what is this? This is Project Revive. This is Project Revive, my friends. This is a early demonstration that Devin made back in the past. Deviant Art. Deviant Art. Okay, my search engine is Bing. I did not make that happen. I installed a program and it made my search engine Bing. I'm gonna revert that later. Deviant Art. No, FusionFall Creations. That's Devin's thing right here. FusionFall Creations. Yeah, you find them in the Darklands. Greetings and hello back. I just finished exploring Mount Blackhead, but as you can see, where is it? See all. Here's his this is Devin's gallery. I explored Mount Blackhead for like 10 plus minutes. Oh, here's the thing right here. This is the thumbnail. This is the thumbnail that he has. He published this back in 2013. Something that could actually be a wallpaper. And you know, if you're to just FusionFall Devin, you know, here's Devin right here, and that's his background as well. And he also has a little Patreon right here. Help support the game. I'm actually one of his very few Patreon donors. I've been donating to him for like half a year now. But okay, so now that we've explored Mount Blackhead, something for you to, you know, try out by yourself, I definitely recommend you explore it. The next thing that we're gonna go do would have to be exploring how to get to Eva Beta Island, and this is something that is particularly very interesting because if you're not told about this, then you would probably never find this. Now, Eva Beta Island is something. So here's some photos that my dear friend Sane in Rimfall shared to me. Here are the instructions. So you go here, you go walk to that boulder, and then you try and get past that boulder, which is extremely difficult. And there's going to be this invisible wall that you can actually walk on. Now, so behind the scenes, like you're probably asking, hey Brian or hey Infinite, how come you haven't made a video in the last few days? Well, the reason why is because I wanted to try and have a proficient understanding of how to get to these places, and so this is how you can actually get to that Eva, how do you pronounce them? Eva Beta Island. This is one of the ways, but there's actually a much better way that Mac has showed me, and he's actually watching the live stream right now, and I'm very thankful he showed me this method. So this is the inferior way, but it's actually very cool if you can actually manage to get past this boulder. So you can't go through here because you're just gonna go fall. And come on, I'm very slowly. Come on. I can't move. Come on. Oh, this is a very slippery, very slippery slope. And this is, again, if this was just a recording, I would just cut this part to the part where if I could just get past that boulder. So this is very difficult. Some might say it's actually very easy, but for me, it's very difficult because getting past this boulder, it's hard. But if you actually do get past this boulder, which I'm not going to go do because that would take a very long time, you would have this opportunity to go on top of this invisible wall, which is, again, extremely cool. And as you can see, Devin, he is walking, or Devin's model, he's walking to the beach. Now, there is a better method. And again, so something I learned thanks to Mac. If you press the R key on the keyboard, you can just reset the game without having to relaunch the game entirely. Here's the nice grapples right there. So what we're going to do is that inside of that, like in the last live stream, the first live stream, I showed you that island, and I was kind of wondering, is it possible to actually get to that island. And I was saying, how come there's an invisible, like your first time, oh, you see an island, let me go to that island, but as you go here, you get an anticlimactic invisible wall. So again, the method of this was to get to the island, but again, there's a much better method, and in fact, this method also allows you to go behind that Providence building. So what you have to go do is that you're just gonna have to keep on walking and walking and walking, and this is gonna take a long while. But what this does is that you're gonna have to what this does is that although there is an invisible wall, you can actually bypass that invisible wall, because that invisible wall has a length, and it expires. So this mode is the initial FusionFall from Devin. I would not exactly say that this is what FusionFall was going to be. This is more like a nice sandbox for Devin to go and do his little nice experiment. So as you can see, I'm still hitting that invisible wall. It definitely does take a long while. So we're just gonna keep on walking and walking and walking until perhaps you're just gonna have to go feel it. And as you can see, I have now passed that invisible wall, and what this allows me to do is that I can now finally go on top. I can finally go to that island. That invisible wall will no longer be a problem for me. Project Revive must be an early version of the upcoming Legacy game. I'm not exactly sure about that, because what FusionFall Retro is basically it's the original game plus what the original devs wanted, plus what the FusionFall universe devs want, and plus a whole bunch of other stuff that kind of deserves its own video. But as you can see here, we can finally access that island. That invisible wall is no longer preventing us from getting there. So this is something that you can't really discover unless people tell you about it. And I'm very thankful that Mac, he's watching the live stream right now, for showing me this. So I actually haven't seen the guy himself, but behind the scenes, I try to learn this. So we're on the island, guys, or I'm on the island. Again, this is something that I highly recommend that you do on your own time. It's a different experience when you can get here by yourself. And I remember on the comments, in the last video, there was this nice and funny comment saying, "Oh, Infinite Possibilities is not the first level 37 of 2020. Yeah, probably. So as you can see, there's nothing much here, or is there? There actually is. So if you go behind this rock, you get to go see this. You get to go see, I think this is probably Eva Beta. He's stuck on this stranded island with the UFO thing right here. Again, something very super duper cool. I probably should take a photo of this. Probably take a photo of this. And I like how he actually has a beard. It's like he's stranded on the island. Similar to Devin, he has his own beard. And something kind of makes me kind of wonder, can we actually have beards in FusionFall Legacy? This is something that I really want, that a lot of people want. We already have beards, per se. For example, the Canismus beard and like the Santa beard. But to actually have beards such as this on like 16-year-old in-game players, that would be really cool. So yeah, this is something that you can't really discover by yourself unless you're very adventurous. Now, something that I feel like Legacy will be nothing like the current game. Rolf, I wish. Okay, so another thing that Mac taught me, again, he is instrumental to this video. This video could not have been done without him. Is that in the last live stream, I was kind of wondering, is it possible for myself to like go behind the Providence buildings? And as you can see here, right, there's another invisible wall. So similar to trying to bypass, that invisible wall, you're gonna have to go far away until you can find a way to bypass that wall yet again. So you're just gonna keep on walking and walking, and you're just gonna have to try and have a feel for when that wall is going to be gone. Now, from my experience, when I was trying to do this for the first time, this might not be the most efficient way, but what I did was I just went very, very farther, so far where you can't see that island anymore. So that's what we're gonna go do. We're gonna go so far where we can't see that island anymore. That's gonna take another long while, and I guess if this were a recording, I would, you know, speed things up by 4. But you know, I need that Exonaut armor inside of the game. Yeah, I definitely agree with you. I'm not exactly sure where this armor originates from, but some people have told me that this comes from Project Exonaut. Unless someone can give me a photo for me to confirm, that would be very very cool. The purple bearded avatar has Coop's UFO head. Yeah, that's really cool, right? You never expect that to happen, but yeah, these are just the remnants of Project Revive that we are exploring. And in my here we go. We finally passed that invisible wall, and it seems to me that you don't need to. Okay, this is something super duper 100% important, as you can see here, right? If I were to move any closer to the right side, I'm gonna go fall. And you just have to remember to keep your distance and understand that don't go any further to the right. Because like when I was doing this behind the scenes, trying to go learn this for the first time, I kept on falling. So just remember to keep yourself right there. So now we've passed that second invisible wall, something super duper cool. Oh, it's from Project Exonaut. If you'd like, I can boot up Exonaut right now and grab you a picture. Yeah, go get me go post it to the Discord server, man. That'd be really cool. So yeah, we're gonna pass this. This is something really cool, right? This is you enter that infinite void. This is so much better, in my opinion, than just trying to. I think this is better than part 1, in my opinion, because like this is the stuff that not a lot of people who even downloaded the file has even managed to know about. You're actually, I'm probably the second person to know about this, if not like one of the first 10 people to have explored this. You're gonna see some exclusive stuff, and I'm probably the first one to actually make a full video about it. I know that I've seen people make a video about fusing my Blackhead, but I've never seen a video, to my knowledge, exploring this part right here. So as you can see, we have now passed that island. We have now passed that island, and we, my dear friends, we can now get on top of this. We are exploring uncharted territory right here. This is stuff that Devin probably never intended people would actually explore. So, you know, you can try going here. You can try going to the borderlands of this. I'm kind of having some monkey foothill stuff, and this is probably like the closest feeling this is probably the closest feeling you can have to like retro, for like that feeling of exploring the unknown in retro, that feeling of exploring debug land. But obviously you can't explore that. That's against the rules. But this is not retro. This is Project Revive, something that outdates the project, that outdates the developer team by many years. This is when Devin and a few others were just lone wolves trying to make this into reality. So this is some uncharted territory that we're looking at. I'm definitely having kind of like Darklands backdoor kind of feeling, kind of that Chrono Square kind of feeling. Having some monkey foothills right here. So, you know, I haven't really fully explored this area. I just know that you can go behind the Providence building, something super duper cool. You're just exploring stuff, and something that makes me kind of wonder is it possible, if this project is open source, can we actually put in our own models inside of this game? that'd be really cool, because you know, like the devs say, hey, like if you want to make your own FusionFall, just like then go make it. But yeah, there's nothing much here. There's just much more land, and if you go further than this blue horizon, you would just fall into like that infinite void of oblivion. So yeah, it's really cool, and something that would also be really cool is if it would be possible to actually explore this place and even chat with the, like, imagine if this was like multiplayer. You get to go explore this with other people, you know. So man, this is this is totally legit, guys. If you like this video, please leave a like, please subscribe, please please join the Discord server, and as well as the Universal Guide. Oh man, let's just go and make the Universal Guide background for this. Okay. Takes a while to get here. Definitely takes a while. Alright, so as you can see, we're now here at... This is stuff you're not supposed to see. This is stuff Devin did not intend you to see. Like I know he intended those Easter eggs, but I'm not sure if he intended that someone would actually go behind this. You know? Let me see if we can actually... Don't jump under. Honestly, before finding Retro, I didn't know there were so many other peeps who knew so much about this game. Yeah. Like, what do you mean by don't jump under? You'll get stuck? Okay, I won't jump under. Okay. There's that scamper right there, huh? This is where it goes. That's where it goes, huh? Oh, come on. Come on. Oh, there we go. I was getting kind of nervous. Like, I want to be able to, let's see. We're gonna try and go through here. Oh, here's a slope. Okay, we're gonna try and... Okay. Where's that scamper, huh? Where's that scamper? Unseen. He thought that we couldn't get here, but we managed to get here. Wow. And I like how, what's interesting here is that, you know, these buildings, they're not... Oh, there's the scamper. That scamper is going through there. Oh, it's going through that mountain, or going through that building, and... Oh, and it makes a left. And it makes kind of wonder, is it possible if you were patient enough, very, very patient, can you actually go on top of that scamper and let it fly you around? Something to make you wonder. There's the scamper right there. And I'm getting kind of hot in my room. I gotta turn off the heater. Okay. Dun, dun, dun. Oh, look at that. You can. Here's a scamper, guys. I want to take a photo of this. There's a scamper. Oh, it would probably be possible to let it pick you up, right? Something to. You just need timing. So just try and. I wonder if it's possible. So just try and go here to this spot, and let's see if like the scamper can actually hit you. And come on, I'm stuck. Come on. This is so. Oh, come on. Okay, we just gotta wait for that scamper. Gonna take a while. Okay, here we go. 1001, 1002, 1003. Okay, we're gonna have to, come on, come on, come on. Oh, so close! So close! Okay. I'll try this again. Wow. Yeah, he said, wow. I'm gonna turn off my heater. Okay, we'll try this again. And gotta wait. Takes a while. Oh, here we go. 1001, 1002, 1003, 1004, 1005, 1006. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Okay. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Oh! Oh! Look at that. It just goes past that building. Okay. Something that the very patient people can do. Something to go do if you have a lot of time on your hands. There's a scamper right there on the left. Wow, just something to really explore. All right. Some land. Yeah, I think you can go there. Just allow the physics to allow you just fall off. There's that ocean right there. Oh, there's a scamper. Oh, there's an invisible wall here. But I have a feeling you can try and bypass that. I know, like, when I was doing this behind the scenes, I was able to, like, get there. Okay, we're gonna fall down. And let's try going through here. And okay. Okay. Thank goodness you don't take any fall damage. Okay. Ooh, wow. Check that out. Oh. Oh, there was an invisible... Oh. Okay. Alright, that kind of sucks. So, we're stuck here. I don't want to go back, but something really super duper cool. You probably just get pissed off from the scamper once you bump into the buildings. Oh yeah, that's very true. Just wait, he's gonna stumble on all the new nano models. No, I don't think that's gonna happen. What else can we do? Yeah, going around the Providence building. So yeah, the live stream is almost done. Wow. So okay, so if you can remember, I changed the files, right, and it leads you directly into here. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna go close that, and I'm gonna load the original files so I can easily access the thing. And I'm not sure if I should just spoil it to you now, but yes. So this is loading up with a WinRAR, and this leads you inside of the Providence building, right? So again, in the first live stream, I was asking, is it possible to get inside of this? And the answer is yes. You can go inside of here. You can go inside of both of here, in fact. And if you're inside of the Discord server, I have if you go to like the best of channel, I can show you myself going there. So like the tutorial to get inside is a unintended design that Devin probably made. And if you can remember in the first live stream, this is fuse, and it makes me kind of wonder, can we see this in retro? Can we see this in legacy? So so this is a thing. What you gotta do is, you see this this bong pipe. Okay, so you're gonna have to. This takes a lot of practice. I remember I spent more than an hour trying to learn how to do this, and then like I raged quit, and then I tried again the next day, and I finally managed to do it on a somewhat consistent level. So for people doing this for the first time, it's very difficult, or unless you're natural for this. So again, if you can remember, you have to go take advantage of the high jumps, and in order for you to do that, you're gonna have to go give yourself some space, and you're gonna have to try and jump. Now you got to be careful though, because what happens if you screw up is that you get stuck over here, and you're gonna have to go press the R key to go reset. So we're gonna try this again. Oh, and as you can see, that's a perfect jump. Now there are two methods. So the next thing that you have to do is for yourself to try to land on this thing. You're gonna have to go land here. It's very hard to do. It took me more than an hour of attempts to try and figure it out. I raged quit. So what you're seeing is the final product of a long time. So something that I did. So this is a technique that I personally have. So my technique, or here's what I did that I did wrong, is that I kept on doing this. You have to try and aim for this. You have to try and aim for this specific spot. So, but what I did was that I gave myself a bird's eye view. That's the technique. And you're just gonna have to try and keep on jumping here. There's a sweet spot, but even that sweet spot is not a guarantee that you'll be able to get here. So again, if this was a recording, I would just show you the part where I managed to get here. But this could, oh, okay, there we go. So this is the part. This is the unintended design that my dear friend Mac found. And what this allows is, obviously you're on the building, right? So what you have to go do next is you have to go jump here. You have to go jump, and you're gonna have to thankfully this stuff here exists. Because if you were to screw up, you don't fall. So what you have to do is you're gonna have, this is kind of very slippery, but you're gonna have to climb here. You're gonna climb here. And as you can see, you're gonna jump to the right, and this will take you a while. In fact, if you screw up so bad, you're gonna have to fall and do this all over again. So you can understand the whole rage quit aspect towards it. So again, this takes a while. It takes a lot of practice. There are going to be some naturals for it. So as you can see, there it is, right there. You can see the fusion spawns right there. And are you gonna do a video on the upcoming update? Yeah, of course I will. I almost always do that. The only thing I didn't do was like the Christmas update. But yeah, as you can see, you just go here, an unintended design mechanism, and yeah, you're inside of here, guys. You're inside. So cool. So again, massive thanks to Mac for telling me that this was actually possible. And you're inside of the containment area, and it makes me wonder that if they were ever to add in Townsville Zoo, would we be able to see these containment things going on, or is this something that we can see inside of Providence? So you see these really massive, extra large fusion spawns, and something that you can appreciate about them is that, you know, if you were to look at them closer, you get to go see their whole animation style. Very cool. It actually is a mirror image of the bubbles forming back and forth. So and obviously you can't. This is not real fusion matter. you can't really talk to these. You can't really interact with these fusion spawns. I don't think Devin intended that to happen. But yeah, this is really cool, right? You can go inside of here, and let's see. If you were to go up here, you actually can't. As you can see, right, you can't see that hole. You can't see that. So if you want to get out, just press the R key on your keyboard, and then you just teleport it back, and you know, there you are again. There's a preview? Really? I didn't know that. So we're gonna try this again, and we're gonna try this on the left side. It's basically the same thing, but with a few more extra steps, and then after that, the live stream will be almost over. But yeah, it makes me kind of wonder if this project is open source, can you actually be able to, for example, replace Lord Fuse's model here with something else? Okay, we're gonna try this again, and again, this is very, very hard to do. You're gonna, especially for first-time people. There are, of course, going to be some naturals, but for me, it definitely took me a long time to get this to happen. You're gonna fail a lot. You're gonna rage quit probably, but you know, we're just gonna keep on doing this. Come on, and you might get that perfect jump where you will be able to, you know, come on, come on. Come on. Okay, there. Oh no, that's not it. Come on. Nope, that's not it. Come on. Nope. Yeah, I have to be quiet now. I have to go focus. It's harder than it looks. I don't know why, but it's just preventing me from actually doing this. Here we go, here we go. And so again, have an aerial view of this, and then I think the hotspot is roughly around here. Just be careful because you might slip off of this. We're gonna try this again. Again, it takes a while. The sweet spot is around here. Here we go. And again, just jump here. And you're gonna have to go do this again, and my stomach hurts right now. Alright. And jump here. Oh. Ah, this is bad timing, my stomach hurts. Alright, it's okay. You can pass through the pain. You're almost done, Brian. Okay, and then no, oh, okay, okay, that's really good. Because if you were to fall right here, you would slip, and you would have to go try this again from the very beginning. Okay. Here we go. Did I get stuck? Come on. Okay, there we go, there we go. For a moment, I thought I had to go press the R key to reset. Ah! Okay, try this again. It's harder than it looks. Great. Here we go. And then you do a big jump right here, so you don't fall, right? And you know, you can try and like explore this building right here. There's nothing too interesting per se, but I'm actually just oh, okay. For a moment, right? Like that thing is not there, so I guess you have to put your camera at this angle, so you will be able to go see all of that stuff. Yeah, again, there's nothing much to see here. But yeah, you can go on top of this. This is something that Devin probably never intended people would do. Now, man, my stomach really hurts right now. I might have to go rest ending. Oh gosh. So yeah, similar to like the fusion spawn thing, as you can see, there's a, you know, there's a gap. There's a hole right here. Now the question then becomes, because you might get stuck, right? So just try this, and just try and slide yourself here. Okay, there we go. For a moment, I thought I got stuck, and yeah, you're here. You're inside of this containment area. Super cool. You thought you'd never get in here, right? But you apparently can, all thanks to Mac telling me how to get inside of here. So again, this is instrumental stuff right here. One of the first things we're seeing. Yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. That's pretty much it. I went through all of this. I'm gonna go see the comments. No, the expansion will add 4 new levels and a new level cap. Yeah, I know that's a teaser seek to hit an alternative version of the future area. Time Squad, unless it's released post-expansion, will be released 30 to 36 content. Kurt's content was kind of teased on the forums, or at least that Devin wants it. Expansion will be like the world with some fusions to beat and Planet of Fusion. So you guys are just talking about the expansion, something for me to talk about in the future. I mean, I already have like a 3+ hour live stream video where I try to talk as much as I possibly can. But since that video, I've developed a lot. I've developed a lot of other thoughts and development. So yeah, this is Infinite Possibilities. This is a lot of fun. The download link is inside of the description. You need WinRAR or 7-zip, and make sure to check out this interesting read by Poppleworks, which describes the history of Project R, Project Revive. Massive props to Devin. Thanks to Devin, Same Rinfall, Ben Bud and Coyote, as well as Mac for telling me all of this interesting stuff, as well as Dexter in the comments of the first live stream. Please leave a like, please subscribe, please check out the Discord server, as well as the Universal Guide. The live stream is over, and yeah, this is Infinite Possibilities, and I will see you guys later. Bye.